Welcome to the British School of Washington. Located in Georgetown, this school teaches students from all over the globe. Class sizes are intimate to say the least. This year's graduating class caps at only 27 students. To make things even more tightly knit, there are two sets of twins graduating this year. Nick and Neha Rajpal have attended the British school their entire lives, but these two siblings could not differ more in their interest in politics.
The majority of how I inform myself is independently. I have to read the news, or probably a lot of it I get from my parents or my brother because he follows it pretty religiously.
Sometimes I try and get my sister to talk about it with me, but she's not as interested. It needs to be made pretty clear to kids, or youth I guess, how politics will affect them, because politics, it does inevitably affect all of us, because whenever you talk about government, you're talking about how we're going to use force and how we're going to make decisions together.
It's exciting that I'm 18, that I'm able to vote, but exercising that power might not be so great if I don't really know what I'm doing.
I think right now kids, they're not really interested. They think it's just a lot of talk, but I think you have to make it clear that it's important. In politics, we talk a lot about, important issues, but not the most important ones. We talk about like abortion, we talk about gay rights, and those are some pretty important issues, but nobody ever talks about, the monetary policy of the United States, or maybe the minimum wage laws. Nobody likes to talk about that because nobody thinks that's worthy.
I think education, definitely like how public education and just like the whole system in the States, because I know that DC in particular and like New York spends a lot of money on, the government spends a lot of money on public education. It just isn't very good at all. So I think it's important because we're really fortunate. We go to a private school, and we tend to ignore what's going on around us.
But the other set of twins, Michael and William King, have eerily similar political ideologies. They have been attending the British school for 5 years now, and will be roommates next year at George Washington University.
I think it's important to me who's in power, who's elected, because it's a big factor in the future of the country.
It's a guaranteed right of the Constitution, and we should take full advantages of our rights because they are unique in the world.
One of the things that makes America unique is that it's an environment where people, they come over here if they have an idea, they can start a business. They need to encourage small businesses.
We have to reduce regulation in order to make it so small businesses can innovate. I receive most of my information from the Wall Street Journal,
The Economist, the Wall Street Journal,
The Economist, and other respectable periodicals.
I don't really care much for the rhetoric or the hype. I want to know what their policies are going to be. I want to know what they're going to do.